Another 8-year-old girl in a private school told us that the teacher has been defiling her and touching her negatively. So this goes to tell you that a pedophile can be anybody. It can be your uncle. It can be your own dad. Yes, please. We've had cases like that of fathers abusing their daughters. Speak out. There's a man in Ugeli that was sodomizing. Hey, which English I will take break and down. He was defiling through the anus his 4-year-old son. They are twins. Defiling the daughter, 4-year-old girl, through vagina. And the stepdaughter that the wife brought into the marriage, 7 years, he started doing that one from 4 years too. And he's the pastor of a church. He's in Okere prison. And after some days, the same mother that cried out that this man has destroyed all my daughters came back and like, it's the work of the devil with church members. Please, we want to cancel this case. My husband was the DPO then. And I said, I have children. You said it's the work of the devil. The same devil we escorting to prison. And we are now in Delta State of compromising cases of sexual abuse. We collect money. A Yahoo boy told me something according to a retired Yahoo boy. He said the moment they pay, the blood of your child is on your head. Because they need the virgin blood.
Yeah, so before we continue with this video, because it's a long video, I would love to commend the effort of CSP Omosetemi. Thank you. Thank you for what you're doing. And please, if you come across this video, please share this video. Fathers, mothers, uncles, sisters, our teachers, people who run schools, people have to see this video. People have to watch this video. Please, please, if we must have a better society, we must begin with intentional awareness. Trust me, we must begin with intentional awareness. You see, while watching this video yesterday night, I began to pen down some things, what she said. And let me quickly do a recap before you watch the video. Please note some sensitive things in this video. Yeah, she said, believe in yourself and have confidence. Teach your girl to know her worth and believe in her abilities. She said, connect before you correct. Building relationship with children is one of the strongest ways to influence them. She said, break societal stereotypes. A woman's ability, intelligence, and achievement should never be measured by whether a man is behind her. She said, challenge the system. She was talking to girls. Challenge the system. Because you are a woman, society may sometimes blame or underestimate you. Teach your daughter to recognize this and stand confidently. She said, protect your children from sexual abuse. She shared so many disturbing stories. Children who suffer sexual abuse. She said, teach children to speak up. She shared a popular comedian who allegedly abused by a maid, and another story of a young boy who contracted HIV from molestation because he could not speak out. She said, be intentional about what children consume. So social media negativity, drugs, alcohol can greatly influence children, including our girls. She teach modesty, self-respect, where to touch, where not to touch. Everything was taught in this video. She even leaked some Yahoo boys secrets, how they go about with their rituals and ministries. Please, I want you to watch this video. Please, we must have a better society. I am passionate and I am very burdened about our society. We must have a better society. God bless you. So continue with the video.
My name is CSP Temi Agbede Zuokomor. I'm the DPO of Ogbori Koko Police Station in Bendel Estate. Thank you very much. Like our daddy that spoke earlier said, she can. I remember I was once like most of you seated here. I lack confidence in myself. I have terrible handwriting. I talk so much with my mouth. So if you hear me talk today, it's because I've been saying it from when I was younger. And my mom would tell me, your mouth is too sharp. You can't write well down. I remember when I was writing my first wife. That's the only one I wrote, by the way. And the invigilator came close to me and said, how old are you? I told her I was 16. And she said, okay, no wonder. You are doing it for the first time. You will come back again with this scribble you have on paper. Terrible handwriting. With that comment alone, she has taken the me in me away from me. But I told myself within me there that with this handwriting, I will pass the wife. That's what I'm using till tomorrow. I never wrote another one. She came to bring me down with the word of her mouth. Like the head teacher of a school told me today, that you must connect before you can correct. I've never heard that word before in my life. That before you can correct children, before you can make them feel the impact you want to put into their life, you must first connect with them. If you're not connected to the person you want to influence, you can never correct the person and influence the person properly. But I looked at her in the face. I said, I'm 16. This is the first and the last time I will write WAEC. And the result came out. I wrote with my immediate elder brother. I cleared all my papers with the bad handwriting. And he had some papers to write. He had to write again. It's that serious. So like that, our daddy said, dare to believe it. Believe in yourself. And the best in you will come out. Coming back to police you and with the bad handwriting, I must tell you, I finished secondary school. I finished university and read law. I went to law school, wrote with a bad handwriting. I came out tops with 2-1 in law school with a bad handwriting. Thank you. I don't want you to clap. I want you to be inspired to be better. That's all I'm saying. After the law school, I joined the Nigerian Police Force. Before I joined the Nigerian Police Force, I did my master's with the same bad handwriting, and I passed. And I'm running my PhD program, and I'm a girl child. So let's start by saying, it's within us. I remember when I joined the Nigerian Police Force, and they told me there is a limit women get to. A woman cannot be an inspector general of police. a woman cannot be this, has not been. I told them, use this language, has not been. We were at this leadership, citizenship and leadership training college in Sherry Hills, Jos, in 2009. And they said we should come out, all cadet officers. Come and tell us where you want to get to, what you want to be in life. What's your aspiration in this job you have chosen? And they were all going out. You will see all of them at my job. The peak of the job is to be a commissioner of police, as in on paper. Everything after commissioner of police is political, as in you could get there, but once you get to commissioner of police, you are the peak of your job, of your career. So they all go up the stage and say, my ambition and my hope and my dreams is to be a commissioner of police. After saying everything they want to do in the job, you clap for them. They will go and sit down. I was the general number one in my course, like the school prefect, the class captain of my course. So I was the last person to speak. So I came out. In my course, we were 23 female and 185 male. We were 203, the summer lead now. I was the last person to speak. So when I got up the stage, I told them that I joined the police to make a change. As a lawyer, I've been going to police stations, and the treatment they were giving people, I didn't really like it. So I told myself, okay, if I join them, could I make a change? Could I do little things that others are not doing to make things right? And that when I get into the job, I want to be this, I want to be that. So I was mentioning those things that they said women cannot do among it. I said, and by the grace of God, at the end of the day, I want to be the first female Inspector General of Police. The hall went silent, and I saw the looks on the faces of my classmates. You know the meaning, our own is too much. Is it because they gave her this privilege to be the general number one that she feels she can lord it over us? So we got back to the hall the next day, and my tribal friend, one Mr. Daly, just came to me and like, sis, you know I like you very much. That's the way you talk yesterday. Offend these people well. I said, I don't understand. Which people? He said in their boys' hostel, I was the topic of discussion. Who does she think she is? Will she get there? How can she get there? How can she say she wants to be the IG? Yes, that's how they feel. Sorry to the male gender here. My daughters, that is how they feel. That's how they want us to be. They want to mark ground for us and create space. Stay in this box. Don't come out of it. This is where you belong. You're a woman. You are the one that will tell yourself, I don't belong in here. I have, like our last speaker said, you have same training as them. You write same work, do the same maths as they do. Once you have it permanently engraved in your memory that this is who I am, we are not different. We go on training together, same training. Shooting range, same shooting range. I've been to Israel on a course for 6 months, national security course. I was the best marksman. We had 19 countries of the world, including United States of America, including my colleagues from Nigeria here, men. I was the only woman that went with them. I was the best marksman. You know a marksman? Somebody that gets the target at the shooting range. It's not about, and the Israelis said because you're a woman and you have no responsibilities, you don't have what you're thinking about, so you were able to concentrate and focus. That's how you got your aim. It's not true. When we succeed as women, they give excuses why we did. It's either a man is responsible, or you're sleeping with somebody to get to where you got to, or somebody gave you don't merit it. But if it's a man, you got it fair and good. So you must tell yourself, anything where they want to talk, let them say it. The top, I must get there. How many of you want to get to the top here? By the grace of God, God will take you there. But it takes determination from within you that nobody will intimidate you out. We came out of academy. I decided to start on this note and leave police aside first and your environment aside. Because I feel God needs somebody to hear something today to get to the place that God is taking the person to. We came out of academy. I was posted to Yobe. From Yobe, I was taken to Kano State. And there was a robbery incident in my division. Unfortunately, which turned fortunately later, my DPO was on Hajj. You know what they call Hajj? This Muslim pilgrimage. I was the most senior on ground because Southerners don't want to go and work in the north. So for that reason, we have fewer police senior officers in the north. If I go there today, they will even give me acting area commander. That's how it works that way. So with my tiny one star, I was DCO of a division, Nasarawa division, it's on Bank Road. And there was a robbery in 7-Star Communication, a Lebanese telecommunication company behind. They sell walkie-talkie, laptops, phones, and other things. And the control room came up. The most senior person in Nasarawa division moved to the scene of robbery now. Fresh cadets, don't forget, with my 1 star, a female. Move to the scene of crime now. I just called the P&G. Where are they? Come, let's go. Where will they go? You like this, you won't go. I said, but they've ordered from control room that we should move to scene of robbery. We went. On getting close, I heard a tiny voice in my mind. Tell them to blow the siren. Naturally, if you want to catch them unawares, you're not supposed to put on your siren so that you can catch them. Probably it's the fear in me that said they should do that. But it was the God in me that was at work also. I just said, Alhaji Musa, put on your siren. The driver, he was an ESP then too, old man. And he told me, madam, they say robbers, they say, we'll put siren, made the face us. I said, okay, I beg, put on the siren. I'm the one in charge here, I'm the senior one. So, the siren started blasting. And we got to the place. The next thing we saw a vehicle trying to flee a Gulf. And it was like, should we pursue them? I said, pursue who? You know the inside. Let's go inside first. We met the white men, locked, the Lebanese men, locked in the toilets of the place. We saw rifles, 4 rifles, left on ground with a magazine. We saw 750,000 and sack bags of laptops they left it there. We came into their loot. They entered their vehicle and flee. They said, we should. I said, no, release this one from self. Carry our loot. Let's go to the CP. When we got to the commissioner of police, who later became IG, Idris Kutum, and we got to his office and he said, you led this operation, recover these things, rescue these people. He gave a recommendation and award. Has it not started? Did you dare to believe? Can she? Did she? She can. And she did it. And she got the results she needed to get. Just bravery and courage. Number 2, I left Kano. Came to Delta State Command after some years. On getting here, I was in the legal section. And everywhere they go, I know, most legal officers read law on job. As in, they're already police officer, they now went to read law on job. So the passion for the job really may not be there. But me, I came in. Now, my parents' money, I take go school. So it's not that I'm rushing to work and rushing to read. So I should know a little, right? And I should make a difference. So when you go into the courtroom, lawyers, naturally, I'm sure there are some lawyers here, expect you, na police, I don't win this case. So they were coming unprepared to court, as usual. Because na police lawyer, they prosecute the case. They got the match of their life in Delta. Every case is a taboo in my spirit man. To lose any case. Even ruling, I don't want to hear it. I prepare for every court I attend. And with that, the news went everywhere. The legal section of the police in Delta has a new lawyer that knows what she's doing. When she gets into court, judges will be the one to tell her that, come, you better prepare, otherwise you'll be disgraced. Because I thought in my mind that I can, and it's happened for me. In going forward, I went on that course in Israel and I got back into Nigeria. We went to see my IG then, Solomon Arasi, and he said, you went? 2-star? How did you do it? I said, I did it. I learned you got different awards. I showed them to him. He said, where do you want to work? I said, I wanted to work in the PMF. And there's a law on ground that women cannot be mobilized into the police mobile force anymore because majority of us, in quote, the way they believe, we are just bedmates to big men, commanders. So they believe that a woman can never get anything on merit. That's the belief of the world. You must wake up to it and live with it and tell them that, okay, believe what you like. I will get mine. If a man can do it, I can do it better. Even best. So I told him that's where I want to work. And he said, go and post her there. She has done so well in Israel. So the man in charge came back upstairs from my place, though I don't know him before, and said, okay, there is a law from the former IGMD Abubakar that women should not be posted to squadrons. So I don't know. I was surprised when I saw your memo that she should be posted. I was scared I was going to cancel. And he asked the question, who am I? So the man said, you are the IG, sir. He said, post her where she wants to go. So I got into 31 PMF in Delta here. And I was a unit commander there for some years. I became the admin officer, the first female admin officer there. I became the first female armorer of the Nigerian Police Force Mobile Force. I am sure you don't even know the magnitude of that title. There are times when God is taking you somewhere, there will be distraction. Nobody said there will be no distraction, but you must be focused. I had a boss that wanted what is not givable. And because of that, he felt the punishment for me is to be posted as armorer. The person in charge of firearms, guns. Yes. And I felt very bad. How can he post me as armorer? I was already a unit commander in Chevron here, doing so well. Then to be taken to armory. Yes, he posted me as armorer. And I bore it for 9 months. Do you know one day somebody asked me, do you have any advantage above others that you can show us that you are competent enough to be the admin officer of the squadron? I said, yes, sir. I served as the armorer of the squadron for 9 months. He said, what? You, a woman, an armorer? He meant it for evil. But it became something that projected me when it was time to do something. He said, does the commander know the meaning of that? The Minister of Defense of the squadron. He made you an armorer. I said I was for 9 months. And there was no harm missing. We're servicing, we're going to the range together, we're doing so well. I said I went on a course in Israel. I showed him my certificate and all that. I said, okay, you're my AO. That's how I became the first admin officer Mobile 31. That's not the end of it. There are a lot of incidences. I remember when Chevron here, robbers that we caught along the express, many incidences I don't want to talk about. Election, on channels, television, if you Google it, Elumelu, and primaries, you see what a man can do, a woman can do best. That's the truth. Going forward, a day came, and my commander then was called upon. Who is this woman working with you? He said, who? He said, the admin officer in your squadron. He said, okay, that woman is very strong. Oh. That woman is this, is that. Oh. She's the one holding the squadron. In fact, she can hold 2 squadrons together. I seldom go there and all that. And he called me on phone. Hey, Madam Temi, there's a problem. It's as if they want to remove you. And I don't want them to remove you. Run to Abuja, go and find out what you can do to stop the remover. I smiled in my heart because I knew something he didn't know. And for the first time, in the history of the Nigerian police force. I am telling you all this story because you can. I was made the first female commander, Special Protection Unit of Delta State Police Command in the whole of Nigeria. In fact, my boss says in the whole of sub-Sahara Africa that you are the first female commander. I wasn't commanding a woman's squadron. I was commanding in Asaba here, Base 25, SPU, Special Protection Unit, for 5 years. 2019 till last year, July. I was commanding both male and female, a big squadron of no less than 500 personnel, male and female, with unit commanders, men under me. It has never happened. I opened that road for women. Why? Because I felt I could. And I pushed. And she did it. Do you understand? I'm not here to blow my trumpet. I'm here to tell the girl child here that dare to believe you can be, and you will be. And to the glory of God, in the 5 years of being a commander, no single query, no negativity, no loss of harm, no loss of men, no negative story attached, because you're a woman, you must think that if this happens, they will feel it happened because you're a woman. So I'm always on my toes. If anything goes wrong, it goes wrong in men's division. Probably robbery will take place and a man is the DPO, nobody will say anything. Then the moment it happens, when you are a woman, they will say, why it not go happen? She been a woman they post there. That's the world we are in. Like our daddy told us earlier, you must wake up to it. That you are in a place that is not friendly to your gender. You are the one that will take your own. Tell yourself, as you take, I take. You take your own, I take my portion. We go drag them. And I will get to where I want to get to. So indeed you can. Let me tell you about gender, your body, and things I've seen in the line of duty. As a DPO, I assumed duty in Ugorikoko Division about 11 months ago. And the first case that came to me is that of a 11-year-old girl that was brought in for medical papers. And I felt, if the doctor asked that go to the police station and get medical papers, something is wrong, fantastically wrong. So I told my officer, please go with her to the hospital. On getting to the hospital, they discovered that she had been infected earlier with syphilis, 11 years. And the syphilis has eaten up to her womb. And the smell that the grandmother noticed that made her go to the hospital was caused by the infection from syphilis. What happened? This young girl stays in the same house with the grandmother. And one evening, at about 6:37, the grandmom said, go and get me something outside. And she went. And a little boy of 15 years called her to come. You heard the last speaker saying, choose your friends stylishly. He said, come. And she went, and the guy dragged her into an uncompleted building. Forcefully had carnal knowledge of her. You know the meaning of carnal knowledge? Huh? Forcefully had sex with her. Unprotected sex with the 11-year-old girl. And showed her a blade. If you tell anybody, I will cut you with this blade. And she kept mum. For first month, second month, third month, the way the body of a woman is structured, infection shows faster, works faster in our body. So after some months, she started smelling. The grandmom asked her, did you take your bath? She said, yes. Did you wash up your vagina? Yes. Your panties? Yes. So why are you smelling? They called the nurse in the compound. That one said, Madam, Mama, this one passed me. Carry your pikin, go to hospital. It was at that point they went to the hospital and the doctor said, go to the police station, get a medical paper, come back to us. So on inspection of her body, and it says they saw it was syphilis that's eating up to her womb. In fact, you need to see the quantum of the pus they brought out from her womb. And the medical report says that the womb is so perforated with the effect of the infection to the point that they doubt, though they are not God, you should be able to conceive or deliver a child. Remember, she didn't ask for this. She didn't ask that guy to do that to her. The only mistake she made here is that she's afraid of her fears. She's afraid of the unknown because an idiot said, do not talk. And it's the language of the pedophile. Who knows who a pedophile is? Who is a pedophile? Tell me, daughter. Thank you very much, daughter. Please, a round of applause for her. A pedophile is a sexual molester, a sexual abuser, an evil mind. It can be a male, it can be a female. Everywhere we've been to, as security education advocates, my daddy is here, he has not spoken. He gives me the spring to start. If he had started, maybe I would have gone another direction because it gives me the line to key into. Daddy Adewa, thank you, sir. Pedophiles, they enjoy and rejoice in destroying the little ones. What we discovered is that it's even more on the male side these days, ma. Housemates we employ in the house abuse our sons. You've heard 1 minute man, Indomie man, That's where the problem starts from. Because they don't talk. Africa, they've made them to believe that they are macho men. You are at advantage. You can be abused. Now the woman lose. You don't lose anything. That's the mentality in Africa. But it's not so. On a day, I was talking with a comedian, a well-known comedian in my office, and he told me that from when he was in his diapers, the maid in their house has been sexually molesting him. Until he went to secondary school, he got up to secondary school, and they were talking about relationship they've had with women, and he mentioned that my auntie in the house used to do this one. So the mates mocked him. Then he went back, as usual, auntie tried to touch him. Then he pushed her back and I think beat her up. The next thing, the parents came and flogged him. Why? Because he disrespected auntie, pedophile. Our society has been built in a way that our girl child are gags, they can't talk. Our male child cannot talk. Daily, this sexual offenses continues. During the last protest, I don't know what they were protesting about then, a little girl of 4 years was brought to the police station, walking like this. And a man of 56, a bank manager, sexually abused her. And when we asked this man, hey, you're a banker, senior banker, with building of your own, what do you see for this girl body? He told us that he thought it's his girlfriend. He had made an appointment or arrangement with his girlfriend to visit, and there was no light, and you saw a child, and you thought it's your girlfriend. There's no sense in it. It's not a story. It's not a sin, a sight you want to see. The blood is not a sin you want to see. We are people preyed upon every day, especially the female gender. The duty you owe yourself and you owe us as parents is to talk. If you don't tell us, there's no way we will know. You heard our daddy saying it earlier. You must speak out when anything happens to you or any part of your body. Are you listening to me? You must talk. We had a very pathetic case on the side of the mill. A 10-year-old boy that the mom told to go and learn how to barb hair in the shop in front of their house. So after school every day, this little boy rushes to the shop to go and learn how to barb hair. And on this particular, and 2 years after, that was 2 years before, then this January, they brought him to the station that should open up to us. What happened? 30th of December 2024, last year, some months back, he went to the village for the first time to stay with the grandmom in the village. And on getting to the village, this boy was chasing every male child in the community with penis, trying to touch them, either to put his penis in their mouth or in their anus. And they were like, where did you learn this bad thing from? They called the dad and mom. They feign innocence that they don't know anything about it. So he was brought straight to the station. I told them to stay out a little. I had one-on-one with him and asked him, you're a young one. You didn't call for this on yourself. Whoever did this to you is the evil one. Tell me, who taught you this? Who showed you this? Who did this to you? He mentioned the evil uncle. He said, his Uncle Ima. Who is Uncle Ima? The barber in front of our house. What are you doing with Uncle Ima? He said, my mommy said I should go and learn how to barb hair there. This thing started in 2023. So I said, what happened? He said, the first day, he brought out his phone and showed him a pornographic adult movie of male and male making out. And he asked him a question, do you like it? The boy said yes. What does he know? He was 10. When an evil adult is asking a child, do you like it? Like what? So he said yes. And the evil adult said, okay, let's try it. He attempted to penetrate his anus back to back. The pain was too much. Then he used the boy's mouth. And he constantly used the mouth for 2 years. So a gay has been vetted under the watch of father and mother. So he went to the village for the first time. He didn't see Uncle Ima. So he wanted to do what he's been doing with Uncle Ima. And he started running around the cousins and other children in the neighborhood. What my generation did not see for 2 years. My mother's generation, the grandmom, saw it in 24 hours. And he was brought in. This is not the bad side of the story. The bad side of the story is that when we ran tests on this young man, we arrested the idiot, of course. And he said, he's the devil. As usual. He's in Okere prison as we speak. That's not the bad side. The bad side is that in the society where we are, we discovered that the little boy after running tests is HIV positive. It's on the news. Remember, he didn't call for this. The only thing he did wrong is that he saw something. He did not say something. And that's why everywhere we go about with this slogan, that policing is the duty of everybody. It's not my duty alone. I'm just privileged to wear this uniform to take the information when you give it to me. In every country of the world, there are no witches and wizard policemen. They work with information. And you must be the police of yourself and your family and your environment. If you do not give information, police do not have information to work with. If you don't say something, we can't do something. If the little boy had spoken out in 2023, that's still what Uncle Ima did to me, probably he won't be living with HIV. Remember the 11-year-old girl? If she has spoken out, probably the syphilis will not eat her womb. That's why everywhere we go, We tell you to be the police of your body. If you see something, say something. Another thing that is predominant here is that they use the parts of our body to destroy our children, especially the female child. And today, I want you to echo the parts, private, we call it the private, the security education advocate calls it private part of the body is P square. Because it's not just private, it's very, very private. We have a chart here, though in a normal school setting, we show it, the public part, the private part. Then we have a chart that says, my body is my traffic light. Your body is your traffic light. What does green in a traffic light say? And the amber yellow? The red? You heard that daddy saying, know when to draw the line. And how do you draw the line? You say stop. If you see the green area, your head, your neck, your arm, your leg alone, you finish there. Your foot. That's the green side. It's free for all. When it comes to your chest region, your tummy that you wear rubbish up and down the street, girl child, I need to talk to you. Daughter, come up. She's a secondary school student. Like you. She's not on uniform. That's why she's dressed like this. Is she not beautiful? Is she not beautiful? Is any part of her body revealed? Did it reduce her beauty and self-worth? In my days, thanks, daughter. You can sit down. In my days, we do not have social media. I left the university in 2002. So we could go away with some things. My daughter once asked me, she's 23, my eldest. She said, Mommy, those days I learned she used to wear short skirt. I said, show me the documentary of it. Show me. Facebook, no day. Twitter, no day. No TikTok, no Instagram. That's the truth. But they are in an era that is a difficult era. We need to maintain integrity. You never can tell tomorrow. Don't keep records of evil about yourself on social media by yourself that will destroy you tomorrow. There's nothing beautiful about showing your belly button. There's nothing beautiful about revealing your laps. In short, some pedophile will tell you she invited me with the way she's dressed seductively. I keep asking myself, man, why do they use women for this video music to twerk and do funny things? My mommy Kemefuna is not here today. She takes etiquette and other topics for us. And she will tell you that dancing is an exercise. If all parts of your body is not involved, then you're not dancing. You are displaying and inviting men to come and ravish you, that you are available. It says little about you, and it tells the world who you are. Like Daddy said, we weren't listening to him because I was not checking himself, I was looking at the board. And I saw that on the screen. What the lady did was like this, not chin. So I didn't hear the chin. So you are the one saying I'm a decent person, I'm a virgin at 25. They are not seeing you as such because your appearance, your character, the people you move with shows that you are not. That's why somebody can see you walking along the road and hit your butt. Why? It's exposed. Your bum shot is showing it. And it's ripped in front also. Your breast is pulling out and jumping out of your shirt. What are you telling the world? What message are you passing to the young ones there? I even learned in the churches now, men cannot concentrate and pray to God in peace anymore. Because our girl child have destroyed everywhere. Is it not the same world that we grew up in? And I say it everywhere I've been to. Our generation, if you are 50, between 55 and 25, you have failed. Our mothers have failed. Current mothers, we're training children at this time. We have failed. Those days, the community trains a child. I see your daughter half dressed, clad in nothing. Mommy calls it handkerchief. Spaghetti top covering only breast. That's an handkerchief. I'm wearing a short skirt. I call her. What is this you're wearing? Get back into the house and change before I give you a slap. And everybody's fine with it. But these days, the mother will be the one in front. You not get your own picking. Why you go talk to my picking like that? And I jealousy they worry you because you're not born. You hear a lot of things. Mothers registering their sons and daughters for Yahoo. Do we talk about drugs among our girl child? What is fashionable about drugs? I beg, who can tell me? How did we miss it this much? Daughters. I tell people in my life, what is even sweet about alcohol? What is, I've not, you don't take wine, even red wine. I don't know how to take it. I don't take it. I've never tested it. So how did we miss it? Who is giving you sweets to lick in the name of drugs? Who are you associating with that is destroying this generation? Have you seen the rate of mad people roaming our streets today? You think they were born like that? Or is the work of witches and evils that? No, it's drugs. See them in my cell. Breaking after taking stolen colors, male and female. Breaking cell. Burglary, casted in iron. And the next moment, the effect dies down. you go looking for another one. What kind of destruction of generation is that? Are we going to have leaders in this country in the next 20 years? Ladies, for you that are here today, and the message you will take back to your colleagues, get set. If you notice in the judiciary now, 65% of judges are female. Because when the men leave their duty that they are supposed to do, you are meant to be ready to step into the shoes. Are you listening to me? If you are not prepared, if you join these same Yahoo boys to take drugs and do negativity, you will not be able to occupy that space. Watch it and mark it down. A time will come. Nobody is sane enough if we don't make a change in this country to be leaders among the male. And even some female. Because we see too many female joining them these days. But if you are prepared, when the vacuum is created, nobody will talk about your gender. They will talk about your qualification and readiness as a she that can to occupy the space you're supposed to occupy. Are you listening to me? I beg you in the name of God. If they are doing it, don't join them to do it. It's not fashionable. It's irritating. Tell yourself, if a man can give me ₦1,000,000 and the man goes school where I go, he gets sense and brain where I get like Daddy tell us. Can't I give him ₦1,000,000? Why should he ridicule me because of ₦1,000,000? That's the mentality to grow up with. My father told me growing up, he said, when a man parks a fine car beside you, remember, in my days, we don't even have flashy cars like this. In the university, you just see Benz, 200, 190, God bless you, ma'am, Golf. But they were the fine cars those days. He said, I should ask the man, do you want to dash me the car? If the answer to that is no, he only wants to use it to decorate that car for that moment before he picks another lady and puts in the car. So that day, I was strolling in my university campus, and a guy parked his Benz 190. And I bent down to say, up in, where are you going to? Let me carry you. So I bent and looked at him, like, I thought, I looked at him. And I said, I'm going down the road. He said, now come in now, let me drop you off. I said, do you want to dash me the car? He looked at me as Kilele, so what's she saying? I said, do you want to dash me the car or you want to use me to decorate the car for the moment? This guy came down from his car to meet me. Who taught you that word? Because a father did not keep quiet. My mom told me also that I'm not fine. She said, everybody that comes to you as a girl child wants to know what a tall girl tastes like in bed. That thing was in my brain. So when you come and beautiful girl, how are you? I said, Mama, don't tell me, say I'm not fine. You want to test what a tall girl feels like in bed. And that was a guide for my life. It may not be true at all times. But in most cases, that's what they are for. If you are fair, they want to see what it feels like with a fair girl. If you are dark, they want to see what a dark girl. If you are slim, dry girls, they are slim. What do they taste like? Not that they love you. They have nothing they want to do with you than to useless you and throw away. My father wrote me a letter. I still have it till now. More than 40-something years ago. That men are like butterfly that fly from flower to flower. That when they are done with the nectar of one, they jump to another one. That's what we are. The male gender. That's what they are. So do not be the flower that they will jump from this one to this one to this one. Science students, you understand what I'm saying? Do not be the pit toilet, the garbage trash that men will defile and boast about in their gathering after taking their drugs. So when a man gets to the point of touching this area, get ready, evil is coming. And when it touches you in the private part of the body, what do you say? Stop! Yes, that's the effect I want. And when you are telling us as parents, daughter, I was talking about the dressing. I have a chart for it here for my younger learners. These people on this side, are they not well-dressed? Are they not well-dressed? Are they not decent? They are decent. They look beautiful and handsome. Then look at this one wearing, I'll tell you about psychology of crime, quickly, since I'm a police officer. Have you ever heard that police does raid? Who has heard about it? That police arrest people they see. Maybe they send your uncle, your senior brother to go and buy petrol in the evening, and before you know what's happening, your senior brother is arrested and taken to station, and you are busy talking. Those useless police safe. What did my brother do? Maybe he went to buy petrol for daddy, and the next thing, they kept him at the station. He didn't do anything. Why is this police like this? They are too evil. They are too corrupt. Yes, sir. Judge's rule says that when an offense is committed, a crime has been committed. I not be witch. No police officer is a witch or wizard. We are not omnipresent. Only God Almighty is present at all times. I don't know who committed the crime. I rely on you to give me information. So the judge's rule says, if you are not forthcoming to give information on who committed the offense, I should pick as many people as possible that are likely to have committed such offense in an environment. And so when I go for it in the evening, I see you wearing bomb shots with shreds here, showing half of your butts. And I see your nipple standing without wearing bra. In your handkerchief you're wearing as top. I pick you. You know why? I feel you're a prostitute, staying in a brothel, and I will tell you the connection of a prostitute to crime. When an armed robber goes to the house in the night to rob, or a thief or a burglar, breaks into a house, picks laptop, picks phone, picks television, carry money and jewelries. They don't move around on the street because we have police officers on the street as patrolmen in the night. If I see him in the night on Mufti, carrying those things in his hand or in a car, I will stop him definitely, I will catch him. He doesn't have a place to go. The only place available at that time of the night is brothel. So they go into the prostitute's house. They pay them, sleep with them, and sleep over till around 6:37, when sane people are moving around. You come out with your laptop, nobody stops you to challenge you. So we need to pick every prostitute in the evening during raid to ask, yesterday, who was in your room? The description they gave me is that of a short man with one bad leg like this. And I want to know which customer you get yesterday. Then you will not be the one telling me that, I don't know what you're talking about. It's my mom that sent me to get Maggie for her. I don't know. I said, no, you are not. You are just talking like Oyibo. You came out from a brothel. You are a prostitute. Your appearance. It says a lot about us. You tell the world, invitation to treat, that I'm available. Come on, I'm right. Come and plug me. That's why you must dress in a godly manner. It's not for your parents or for the pastor in your church. It is for yourself. So by the time I interrogate you for some time and screen, if I see that you are truly innocent, you can go maybe after 2 days or 1 day. If you're not innocent, you stay there until you give me your boyfriend that went to rob the place. So also it goes for men. If I see you with dada, dreadlock, mopping stick I call it, on your head, I see your trouser here, your pants here, your trouser here. I don't know the psychology of dressing, sir. And I see you reeking of alcohol and drugs with foam in every side of your mouth. You are the criminal. Because when you take those things, you are prone to commit crime. It pushes them to do beyond what they would have done normally. So that's why police does what they do. So when your brother or yourself, you're going out to run errands for your parents in the evening, please dress decently. Are you listening to me? Psychology of crime, appear like a decent child. Everybody that sees you like, oh yeah, go, you go. They know you are a God child. Do you understand why police do that now? Okay, in going forward, because I'm sure my time is going. I said I was going to tell you about the parts of the body. I want you to say it after me. I know you are mature, but I will need you to be free to talk about these parts of the body. Number one, let's talk about the breast. Can you echo after me? My breast. My breast. The second one we'll talk about is vagina. My vagina. Always be bold to say it. Please, mothers here, tell your little ones to mention these parts. The churches have failed us. Schools have failed. Even parents have failed in the homes. And this pedophiles uses this part of the body against our kids. It makes them keep quiet for the rest of their life. And they are destroyed and damaged forever. What did we talk about? Mention the first one. Second one. Third one that we'll be talking about is buttocks. Say, my buttocks is a very private part of the body. That's why you can't wear a bomb shot. Maybe people see it now. The bomb shot that exposes half of the butt like this. I think a lady wore it, yes. Where's that chat? I don't have such children here. No, she's not wearing it too. That one is even hotter than this. They will cut it like that. I don't know. I don't know the tailor that sews those things. So we've talked about what? My breast, my vagina, my buttocks. What other part of the body do you think I want to talk about this afternoon? It should be afternoon now. Call it for me if you know it. No, please. My mouth. You remember the little boy that the wicked uncle put his penis in the mouth? The mouth is not a private part of the body. Nobody should put dirty mouth in his mouth. You know the deadliest sickness in the world now is hepatitis. It's not even HIV. And may I say this quickly, that if you're here, you don't know your status, get tested. Just 2,000 naira. Children, tell your parents, Mommy, I want to check my hepatitis B status. Are you listening to me? I lost a very close colleague, a daughter that has been with me for over 7 years. She has worked with me from when she was a corporal. She's an inspector. She died some days ago. The burial is today. I'm not supposed to be here, but a soul has to listen to something God wants to say. Are you listening to me? Get tested. It doesn't come through sexual intercourse. No. It's not through blood. It's just body fluid, sweat, spoon, sharing of spoon, kissing. That's how they contact it. So it's more wicked. It's more deadly than HIV. So that's why, innocently, you could stay close to somebody in the same room that has it, and if you don't have the vaccine on, you're infected. And where does it fight? The liver straight. And before you know it, that's the end. Please get tested. So your mouth is a private part of your body. Do not let any man put his filthy penis in your mouth. Please. Are you listening to me? You are still a virgin, don't worry. Your daddy and mommy will not see anything. You will not even get pregnant. Let me just put it in your mouth. Tell him that what's wrong with your own mouth? Put your mouth in your penis. Yes, please. Tell him like that. And be bold to mention his penis. It's another part of the body. The last one we're coming to is the penis. Be bold to mention it. Because what pedophile says to these children is, you say you want to tell your mommy that I touched you. Where did I touch you? Mention the place. Then the girl goes, okay, what did I put in the place? She goes, Mom. Tell me now, what did I put in the place you said I touched you? Idiot. Get out of here. If I hear anything from you, and she keeps quiet, or he keeps quiet for the rest of his life. Because our parents didn't train us to mention these parts of the body. God gave these parts to us the way he gave your eyes, your nose, your ear, your legs to you. He gave it to you. So be proud to mention it and know the no-go area. Tell them stop when they need to stop. And when you are talking to us as busy parents, I must tell you this. And we are not listening to you because we are too busy. Like today, I think we slept around what time? 3:30 in the morning, this morning. We didn't sleep for up to 1 hour, 30 minutes. And we're all preparing for school. So if my daughter comes to me and like, Mommy, there's something I want to tell you, or my son, Mommy, wait, I want to tell you, I may not listen to her. Because I feel I have to rush, get to the office, get some job done before I come over here. But there's a way. You can get us to listen. We will get there. So we have this sexuality education song. And I wish you to recite after me. It says, okay, my body belongs to me. Say it after me. And also belongs to God. We keep saying it if you don't say it loud, though. I need to hear it loud and be sure you got what I said. I must report to Dad and Mom whatever happens to me. I have the right to say no to whatever I feel is wrong. Anybody that says I should not talk wants to destroy my future. And I have a list of things here we need to say no to before we round up. Number 1, say no to bad movies. You know the story of that little boy that the uncle showed pornographic gay movie? Say no to bad movies. So if you have a friend, a senior one, or anybody around you that plays adult movies, that plays films that are not edifying to the body, that is not communicating the right thing, please say no and walk away from the place. It's not wrong to say no. It's always right to say no is an answer. Number 2, bad pictures. We see a lot of them around. You see pictures of half-clad people, naked, dressed people. Say no to them. Because we don't have time, we say no to bad songs. There are some songs that are suggestive, and they use our girl child to dance to them. You get as if they do me. What is doing you? Hey, Kolomenta. Is anybody praying to be mad? There are some songs that has no meaning, makes no sense. It's not about being religious. It's about morality. Say no to them. Another thing to say no to is bad books. There are books you can't read because it doesn't have value to you. Finally, you say no to bad friends. Evil communication corrupts good manners, remember? And the way I see you with her is the way I will think you are. You don't have to tell me about yourself. Once I see your friend and I know your friend, I feel you are doing the same thing. There is fire on the mountain. What do? We run. Okay, in this chapter, say, I have my hair. Say it after me. I have my hair. It's my public part. I have my eyes. I use them to see. My nose, my ear, my legs, my mouth, and my hand. They all make up my public parts. My lips, my laps are my private parts. My breast, my buttocks are my private parts. My vagina for girls and my penis for boys. They all make up my private parts. Now, coming to your private parts. What do you do to your private parts? You remember where I started this talk from? What are you supposed to do to your private parts? Can somebody tell me? You have one for her. Thank you.
You protect your private part.
Please, a round of applause for her. So policing of you and your environment starts with you as a person. Here I said, I will police and cover my private parts. You are the boss of your body. Say it after me. I will police and cover my private parts. I will police and cover my private parts. There is something I say, B.O.B., boss of my body. You are the oga pata pata. Nobody has the final say on you as a girl child. You are the owner of the final say. When you say stop, it must stop. When you say don't, and you mean it, they see it in your eyes. Not your eyes saying yes, your mouth saying no. Like Daddy taught us, people don't listen to word of mouth, they listen to your eyes. They watch your action. If your action is proving that you are available to be plugged and defiled, they will go ahead. Even when you are saying stop. Are you listening to me? I will police and cover my private part. Say, it belongs to me. It belongs to God. It belongs to me and must be secured. I would tell my daddy if you dare touch. I will tell my mommy if you dare touch. I will tell my teachers if you dare touch. Once again, what will you do to your private parts? Please, a round of applause for all of you. Now, we've been to different schools. We've been to over 60 schools in this town. And we've told them this same thing, and we had testimonies from children. There's a school somewhere around Jedu that an 11-year-old girl told us 2 men forcefully had carnal knowledge of her. After a talk like this, she ran up to us. She was weeping. And she couldn't tell her mother because the mother would not listen to her. For mothers here, she said the mother would flog her. How did it happen? How did you allow it to happen? That's what we see. I don't know how we got here. That our children are not our friends. We had to make moves to get these young boys. She sees them every day. They will tell her, come here. You don't dig where? Do you know humiliation? Which humiliation reached that one? You are forcefully taking what is mine to give as a child. I kept quiet, I didn't talk. Then every day you make me greet you by force. Do you know the hell that child is living in? Because she saw something. She didn't say something so that we can do something. So the slogan we live everywhere we go is that if you see something, say something so that we can do something. Are you listening? Can we say it again? If you see something, so that we can do something. If you do not give us information as police officers, we cannot act. They can't do anything. It's their language. If you do it, I will kill you. If you do this, I will kill you. And that 8-year-old girl in a private school told us that the teacher has been defiling her and touching her negatively. So this goes to tell you that a pedophile can be anybody. It can be your uncle. It can be your own dad. Yes, please. We've had cases like that of fathers abusing their daughters. Speak out. There's a man in Ugeli that was sodomizing. Hey, which English I will take break and down. He was defiling through the anus his 4-year-old son. They are twins. Defiling the daughter, 4-year-old girl, through vagina. And the stepdaughter that the wife brought into the marriage, 7 years, he started doing that one from 4 years too. And he's the pastor of a church. He's in Okere prison. And after some days, the same mother that cried out that this man has destroyed all my daughters came back and like, he's the work of the devil with church members. Please, we want to cancel this case. My husband was the DPO then there. And I said, hey, I have children. You said it's the work of the devil. The same devil we escort him to prison. And we are now in Delta State of compromising cases of sexual abuse. We collect money. A Yahoo boy told me something according to a retired Yahoo boy. He said the moment they pay, the blood of your child is on your head. Because they need the virgin blood. So they offer you 2 million, 3 million to close the case. And you come to police station. Madam, I don't want to do case again. I don't want my picking, they victimized. I won't go. I will tell you, I'm a mother. I have 3 daughters, 3 sons. No way. This case is government case. It's not you against the man. It's commissioner of police against the man. Let him go and face his music. Because God will ask me. I am sitting in his stead to judge. When the Bible says that shall not judge. Then, when I'm sitting on that table, I will not allow you compromise. I hold that child the responsibility to protect her. Since you have failed as a mother and father. That's what we see around here. They say when they run into people at the bus stop and kill a lot, and it makes news, that their money doesn't come then. The moment the family agree for settlements and collect stipends, the blood of your child is on your head. Money comes. In my station, I sat down and came to tell me. So be careful what we do. So that the blood of your child, every glory she brought to the world, you will not sell it for pittance of 1 million naira. Finally, remember this. If you didn't remember anything I said throughout today, because my moderator is going to flog me, and my daddy said I don't have discipline when it comes to microphone. Daddy, I'm sorry. My mom told me I'll use my mouth to eat, not my handwriting. So, number 1, don't be alone. Say it after me. The times are hard and very bad. Security situation is terrible. We just believe in God, in partnership with the members of the public, to calm the crime down. At this time and this season, if your mom or your dad sends you out around 6:37 like that 11-year-old girl, without rudeness, with all calmness and sense of responsibility, Mom, please, can you send Auntie so to follow me? It's dark out there. Respectfully. She will understand that somebody spoke to you from security education advocate and said, please, don't be alone, especially at night, both male and female. Times are hard and bad. Do you understand? Number 2, don't be afraid to say no. Say it after me. Don't be afraid to say no. If somebody offers you something negative, say no to it. Number 3, speak up. Speak up. Speak up. This comes to what I was telling you before. If you are speaking and we are too busy, as busy doing nothing parents that we have in my generation, we are just all over the place doing nothing. Then you shout aloud. Say it after me, shout aloud. Do you know how to shout aloud? Yesterday on my way to school, touched my book when he was driving up to school. And me with my bag. I beg, Osas, put my bag in the car. I'm late for so lecture. You come close after me and like, Mommy! I said, no, Osas touched me! She will stop in her track and forget the appointment for 10 million that she's going for. You said, who touched you? I said, the keke man that was taking me to school touched my breast. You know that appointment is over, Daddy. She's not going anywhere. Where? When? How? 10 questions. The same person you were telling that was not listening. That's why you need to shout aloud. You may give excuse that I tried to tell my mom. She wasn't listening. No, shout it and say it. She will listen. That's why you need to shout aloud. What do you do again? Like the girl in the poster? Run away. As fast as you can. Run away when evil is coming. And finally, what do you do? What do you do? Remember our slogan, if you see something, say something so that we do something together. Once again, I love you. Thank you so much for having me. There's no better place to be than here. Thank you.